Okay. And we are live, back with Stationeers. Last time, we developed both a furnace and a heating system, basically, for our base. Which means now we're one step closer to having our own grown food inside our base. But before we get there, I need to move everything indoors where there's heat so the batteries stop draining all the power systems. And I also need to I also need to expand the base so we can fit more things inside of it. So we're gonna have to redo the power grid, and also we can expand it with a solid fuel generator now. And yeah, let's get started. Boop. Where's my boop? Boop. Okay. So back on Europa. I think we'll start by expanding the base first. I want to make it a 4x4. It's not that big, but it's much bigger than a 2x2. And then we'll start moving our power grid around for a bit. So let's see. To make this a 4x4, I gotta move all the walls out. So I gotta move these 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a 5th and 6th. Oh, it's already a 3x2. Anyway, yeah, we'll have to move all this stuff. So to do that, I want to make a bunch of iron walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 iron walls? 6 or 7? 6. Alright, 6 iron walls. Now this is a 2x2 inside the room. So 6 or 7 walls. I forgot again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. No, 5, because there's already 1. So iron walls. We need the iron, which is over here. Boop. Get the iron in here. Let's get a couple of walls up. Okay. Almost out of battery. Let's swap it out. Okay, stop. Oh, we got a couple extra. It's fine. Let's get some sheets. I don't think we have any leftover iron sheets in here. Gold, electrum. Oh, the dog wants out. Give me a second. Go, doggy, go. So using these walls, I can trap the air in while we move all the blocks around, all the frames. We'll need a couple extra iron sheets anyway, so might as well make a couple more. Okay. Let's get back inside. Right, this shouldn't cool the room too much. And now we put walls around the inside. That way, as we take stuff down, it won't affect the air inside this room. Okay, come on. Go. Done. We'll get more walls later. Now let's go and work with the frames. Over here you are making power. How much power? I don't know. So we want to expand this thing to be a 4x4. This is the second tile. This is going to be the third. Start on making these guys. We need a tile both up and a frame both up and down. Well, actually, if we could make just walls. How about we have like a spine that runs through it? Runs through this thing. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Please, go back. Cute. If we have like a spine on top, that would be fine. I don't think we need much more. I guess this can be the spine. Nah, that'll be a bit weird. Nah, we'll have frames on top too. Maybe more expensive, but whatever. I think our grinder still has batteries. Somehow. I have no idea how. Okay. Let's start expanding. Let's first go with the ground. So that's 3. That's 4. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 more frames. Poof. That's a lot. How much gas do we have in our welder? Ah, plenty. Once it's all expanded, we'll be able to fit more things inside. Which will be good. Like our machines for working. Yeah. Power, better, whatever. You're at 9% over there. That's not that good. Frames. How many did they say I wanted? Oxygen low? What do you mean? Oh, we're out of nitrogen. Our nitrogen filters are down, so we're accumulating nitrogen. Oh wait, no, that was the batteries. But nitrogen is also bad. Nitrogen filter. A regular one. I can fix the problem for a bit by upping the pressure. Nitrogen. Give me some iron in there. Shut up, I'm busy. Power's low. Please, I need nitrogen in my suit. Hurry. Come on. Make me a nitrogen filter, go. Yeah, I'm working on it. Boom. That should fix the oxygen problems. There we go. Next, I'm going to turn you off while we wait for stuff to happen. I need to dump the iron out so I can keep making stuff. Where didn't we print some frames? Where did they go? Well, 1 frame, apparently. Let's have this ground be level. Oh, you don't have any batteries. Let's use the grinder's battery. There we go. Set oxygen low. How's the oxygen bottle? It's not that good. How much charge do you have? We need to melt some ice. Oh, that was waste tank. Yeah, that's waste tank. We could make a waste tank on filler. Shouldn't be that hard now that we have a heated room. Let's work on that. Okay, so first get some pipes, like 2. We want 1 utility, 1 valve, 1 way, I think. Oh, this needs copper.
Filter low.
Come on. Do you have copper? Steel. Nope, no copper in here. Copper in there. For wire purposes. And that was all the power we had.
Temperature critical.
And that's all the... Oh god, that's all the power I had. Quickly charge. Quickly charge. Okay.
Temperature low.
Anyway, needs copper for the valve. Also, hello, Exuat. Welcome back.
Temperature
So
low.
the batteries.
Temperature critical.
Shut up.
Temperature low.
I'm gonna turn off the lights. It's pretty bad in here. Okay, you're charging up. Come on. Give me some suit charge, please. Okay, back to work. I need a valve. And then more utility kits so I can make some inline tanks. Utility. Let's get 2 more. Up. Come on. This is gonna be temporary for now. Shut up. It's gonna be a temporary setup for now. Come on. Whatever. Let's start working on the waste gas emptier soon. We just need some pipes. Pipe, please.
Temperature
No,
low.
my battery.
Temperature critical.
Shut up. I'm busy.
Temperature low.
Okay, pipe. Pipe. I think just one will do the trick. Actually, we're gonna need more than that. Without pipe, we can use the inline gases thingy-majigs. That should be enough. Okay. Okay. So with this, we can recycle our carbon dioxide for the plants. And also nitrogen for the plants. Do I empty this out? I'll empty this out. It's cold air. We don't want cold. Even though we're losing a bit of air every time. Because it's not a proper airlock. Okay, we can just put it wherever. Doesn't really matter. I'll put it on the roof. Come on. Yeah, sure, like this is fine. So, you go here. Then you have one pipe. Then a valve. And then something like this. With a gas tank in there. Oh, that's gonna be a bit too big, actually. Just have one gas tank here and one gas tank here. There we go. And the valve. One-way valve. Okay, and if I put my waste tank in here, first I can take off my helmet because we're fine in here. Take off my helmet. Put my waste gas canister in there.
Waste tank critical.
It's fine. Open the valve. Yes, so now we're keeping the carbon dioxide and we're keeping the nitrogen. Ideally, we'd have a pump in there, but whatever. For now, this will do. Okay, back to work. I can replace one of my carbon dioxide filters too, why not?
Power critical.
Back to work. Chuck this away. There it goes. I need my iron back. Thank you. I guess I'll take the copper too. Might as well. Okay, so back to making frames. Which we need. A lot of. How many more do I need? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. More than 12 for sure. Way more than that. Oh well. Let's keep building up. The rooftop will be frames as well. Okay. Then you go over here. 2 more on the bottom floor is done. And then 8 more. So 10 frames. 8 more. Okay. Do we have enough iron for this? It's running low. We might not have enough. That's fine, we'll go mining. Almost done. Actually, one more and it's done. Stop it. Okay. Next we'll need the walls for all this stuff. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 walls. We'll make some of those glass walls. Iron walls. Okay, yeah, we won't have enough iron. That's fine. I have this side be glass walls. Iron windows. Boop. One more. That's enough.
Temperature
There goes
low.
my battery.
Temperature critical.
Yeah,
Temperature
yeah.
low.
Turn off for now. We can have regular walls now. And I got 2 extra walls for whatever. Oh, for this place. Okay, well, we'll put them in last. Because when that's done, we have to close the room. Give me a bunch of iron sheets. I only get 4. That's fine. Time to mine. What else do we want to pick up while we're out mining? Iron for sure. A lot of iron. Okay. So iron, I think more copper. We have steel, we have electrum. Iron, copper, and gold. The classics. Do we need silicone? Maybe. How much do I need to close these windows? Is it gonna be iron and glass or just glass? Iron and glass. Alright. Let's go get some. I'm gonna need some batteries for
Power
the
low.
mining tool. There we go.
Power critical.
Let's go get some iron. Too bad my inventory is mostly taken up by ices. Oh well. Iron and then copper and gold if we see any. There's iron. Oh, we're on flatten right now. Go to digging.
Hydration critical.
Thank you. There's copper. No, I can do. I can chuck away this pickaxe because we're never going to be using it. Chuck. And instead put my tablet in here. So that way we have more space in our inventory. For other stuff. Like minerals. Like stacks and stacks of minerals. Which are good to have. Okay. Good. Let's go back to getting some iron. There it is, that's the iron. We want like hundreds and hundreds of iron because we're going to be using a lot of iron all the time, always. So might as well get a bunch. Okay. Cool. Another iron vein can do the trick. Oh, that's silver. I think we already have electrum. My base is that way. Because of the snowstorm, the capsule lander that had some lights that let me find my base is gone now. Hey, iron. There we go. Dig, dig, dig. Here it comes. That's oxide. We'll burn all this stuff in the furnace. Well, actually, the arc furnace could do the trick too. Also, that's all the space I had. Let's go back.
Temperature low.
Oh,
Temperature critical.
that's battery critical. Thankfully, the mining drill has battery.
Temperature low.
Oof. Not going very well. Blah, very. It's not going well because we're kind of always struggling to survive, but we'll make it. As long as we keep struggling. Okay, you over there. You swap batteries with this. In the meantime, I'm gonna burn some oxide. Or not. Thank you. It's gonna be for my next... Oh, never mind. That's gonna be for my next oxygen bottle. While we wait, we can still use this furnace without any power. We'll burn up this... is this turned on? Yes, turned it off. Where's my button? Where's the button? There we go. Let's have a small fire in there. Alright, and then process a bunch of stuff. All iron for now. We wait for our power to go up. Is that enough to burn oxide? I tried. How's the pressure in there? Ah, it's good enough. We can stop burning oxide. Because that's power intensive.
Hunger caution.
Shut up, suit lady, I'm busy. More iron. How much iron is in there anyway? There's gonna be like 250. Which is not that much. We need to get bigger mineral hauls. For that we need better tools and better inventory management. So not for now. Anyway, where's the gas in there? It's almost the correct temperature. We can do another burn. That's too much oxide. That's enough oxide. Next to volatiles. Boop, new burn. So now we can dump out the ingots. Thank you. Put it in there. Next. We can process some copper while we're here.
Temperature critical.
Is my battery dead? Swap it.
Temperature low.
Anyway, keep making me iron sheets while we're processing copper. It should be good. Yes. Thank you. And we can keep the heat in there for whatever we want to do with it later on. Not sure what. We're gonna need a ton of iron sheets, so keep building those. Okay. Now we're dying of thirst, slowly but surely. Let's get more iron sheets. Did you run out? What's going on here? Now keep building those, please. Let's get to 10 more. Okay. Oh, we'll need way more than 10. Okay, up there now. How many do we need? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's go with 20. Boop. Okay. Let's use these 10. We have. Okay. That should be enough. Stop making them, please. Okay. That'll be the base expanded. Soon-ish. Our life nugget. Okay. Then we need some glass sheets, 4 of them. For those guys. Expensive on silicone, but that's fine. So we can have a nice view. Alright. Come on. Okay. And then where are the walls I left? Because now it's time to install them. Didn't I leave some walls around here? Can make 2 more, that's not an issue. I thought for sure I left walls around this place. I either got entrapped in the foundations. Oh well. 2 more walls, please. That's a 1. That's a 2. And a 1 and a 2. And these last 2 thingies, I'm gonna build a frame. 2 frames actually. So we can have some installations installation coverage on the outside.
Health low.
Yeah, I'll work on drinking soon. Just give me a second. That's the base expanded. Okay. You're closed. I wonder if there's still some heat inside the pipe system. Hope so. Okay, let's use the hot air to drink before we expand. It's still at 20 degrees. We can just take the suit off for a bit. And find us our supplies. Let's see, water bottle bag. Give me a water bottle to drink. So he stops having a heavy breathing. Come on, calm down, space person. I'll put this in my pocket. And get a cereal bar while you're at it. Cereal bars. Up. Okay, it's a bit dark. I should make, I should make a light, but later. How's my pipe system? It's still 1,000 degrees, so we can expand and then we can turn on the heating.
Power low.
Okay, what do you mean power low? It's fine. Time to expand. Let's open up the walls. You need a crowbar. A lot more space. And then the angle grinder, which we don't have any batteries left for. Does the mining drill have any batteries? Yes. Into the angle grinder, please. Me. Me. Okay. We're expanded officially. Oh, I put the battery backwards. This is the input. This is the output, I think.
Power critical.
Let's verify. Okay, you need the hand drill first. Because now we're about to redo the power grid. Let's make sure we have all this stuff done in the correct order. Next, the angle grinder. Next, the wrench. Okay. Yeah, so I put it backwards. Let's put it in this corner now. Since we have some installation place outside, we can have the solid fuel generator out there. Like this. You're gonna need the welding. You're gonna need a screwdriver. Boom, you're built. Also, we need some heating. You turn on. Let's check the pipes. Make sure nothing explodes. It's heating up. I have a feeling that we won't have enough. Yeah, we need another burn. This is not heating all that much. Oh, also, we're gonna need a proper airlock. Let's first solidify the power grid. Also, okay, give me a second. First, let's make sure that once we use the heating, it actually transfers powers correctly. We're also gonna need some heavy cables for that. So we need copper and gold. We don't need too many heavy cables, but we need some. So we need a solid fuel generator. Can you make that? No. Just dump everything. Dump it all. Okay. That should be what I need. We need heavy cables. Boop. Okay, so it'll take a time. It'll take some time to make those. Meanwhile, let's get heating done. Gonna empty out the pipes. Damn it, that's my power.
Temperature critical.
Okay, anyway, back to it.
Low.
Empty out the pipes. That's the wrong thingy. That's the correct thingy. Okay, it'll empty out in a bit. Then we can start a new burn. Let's see, the battery is around this place, right? Yeah. We're definitely gonna need a heavy cable for this. And then here we can have the solid fuel generator. Actually, we want the battery to have a bigger cable. Something like this. So we can connect that to the starting generator all the way down there. We'll get it. It's not a bad idea to have extra cables anyway, so we'll keep this running while I go inside. Oh, looks like another burn started. Oh, I know why. That's because I let in more oxygen. I'm letting oxygen from the outside. It's low pressure, but it's pretty hot. Yeah, it is emptying the pipes, but it is also hot. Also, hello, and if I make where this all looks new to you. Yes, we're playing Stationeer, a I guess a space survival game. I don't know what you would call that.
Power low.
Anyway, let me make sure all this stuff. We're gonna have to redo that later. That's fine. We need to transmit power using heavy cabling from this bit to the other bit. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a pain to have to design around this central cable here. We can't move, but whatever. Okay, you can stop making cables. We'll have enough. Calm down. Stop it. Make me regular cables instead. Thank you. There we go. It's not even that many. Okay. So Stationeer, where it's a space survival simulation game with some very advanced atmospheric simulation, which is why we're struggling to not die. Okay, I'll say after that I need to make all these cables connect here. So
Power critical.
shut up about power, please. Let's go over. Okay. Get in there. Then get over there. Then use these extra cables I have laying around. No, my battery!
Temperature low.
Battery, no! Swap it. Okay, we're good.
Temperature low.
Turn this off for the cabling. We have enough cables. Okay, so now, once we turn on the heating, we're actually going to be producing power while heating up. Which should charge up the battery, which should let me use it as like a giant power storage. So we don't have to, we don't have to be so tight on power anymore. Also, I'm going to have to move this thing over there. Let's make more stuff. We need a transformer, otherwise all the cables are going to explode when we use the battery. Transformer small, that's fine. Let's have 2 of those. We need extra APC, area power controller, because I want my airlock to have a different power grid in the inside. Because if, in case we drain all the battery from the outside grid, I want the airlock to still be able to be functioning. Okay, so that'll be transformers. More than meets the eye. We want an extra APC, area power controller, needs solder. Well, we needed solder anyway for other stuff, so let's go and make solder. What do I need to make solder? Is it gonna be iron and lead? Yeah, iron and lead. There's lead right below the base. That would be an issue. You need some batteries, which I put inside the grinder, the hand drill, yes. Put this inside the mining thingy. Okay, so we have lead right below the base. That's lucky. We're gonna need 50. That's copper, isn't it? That's copper. Put that shit away. I might have paved over some lead with my frames, my foundations. We want a stack. We don't need that much solder, just a little bit. There we go. 32. 37. 45. 50. Next, iron. There was an unfinished iron vein over there, up north. Okay, so once we have the power grid remade, oh, you need to save on power. Once we have the power grid remade, we'll be able to move all this equipment indoors, so we can use this heat to stave off the Europa's cold, the heat from all of my machines. These batteries will stop draining from the cold, which means we'll be making slightly more power. And I think we'll be ready to start trying to make a livable place so I can grow some food. Is this the place where we had the iron? Maybe. Need a stack of iron? Just one stack. More will be pointless because we won't be using it. Up iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron! Oh, wait, it's not a full stack. If it's not the right proportions, it just doesn't make the mineral, so... Up. That's what we need. To the furnace. So what do I need to make the solder? 1 MPa at low temperatures. Is this low temperatures? It is actually. So it should be fine. If I mix in lead and iron. This is empty? Yeah, this is empty. Let me turn on the lights. So lead. Is it being processed? Yes. Then iron. Because this is pretty cold, but it's decent pressure. It should be fine to make into solder. Yes. Easy. Okay, so with this, I can make an area power controller, which means I can start moving all my power stuff indoors in the heat, which means it'll stop losing heat charge to the cold, which means we'll stop having battery critical warnings all the time. Hopefully. Okay, your guys go in there. Up, chuck it. Next, I need a battery, a power cell. I can make large batteries, sure. Just one will be fine for now. Do it 2. We are running low on gold. Also, we need some solid generator, solid fuel generator. It will be fine. So now we can burn coal to mega charge our batteries. Like way more than what these windmills can produce. So I'm gonna have to be careful with it to not waste a bunch of potential energy. Okay, battery in there for now. Okay, it'll take a while to build. And while this happens, let's go inside and keep working on the power grid. Transformers. So, this is the output. It's going to be outputting infinite energy, as much as we have in the battery, so we want to regulate it with a transformer. Yep, so this is output, input. It's backwards right now. That's fine. Yep, so that works. And then it's going to be outputting into this APC, which is in the correct direction. Need some cables. Where's my tool belt? There we go. Output in there. And then you connect over there, so that's gonna be a bit of a pain to do. Move my crate. Move my stuff around.
Power critical.
I hate hearing this noise, power critical, over and over and over again. Okay. So we're gonna be using this. Go over. Yeah, having this central power cable here is a real pain. We're gonna have a bunch of these cables out, snaking out of the ground, but whatever. Okay. You get in there. And now, if I turn everything on, so battery turn on. Yep, you're charging from my heat system, which is making
Caution.
3 watts, because it's not very hot. Oh, waste tank, hey! I can just put this in there for a small amount of time.
Waste tank critical.
Yeah,
Temperature
yeah, we'll
low.
be fine.
Temperature critical.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay,
Temperature low.
so you go in there. You turn on I'll put whatever. I'll put the maximum amount, I guess. Okay, so you're slowly charging this battery. Now, if I understand how this system works, it probably blew the fuse on the other APC. Let's see. No, you're still going fine. I gotta start the burn so we can start getting some heat in here. Okay. Here's my ice. Oxygen ice. Get in there. Are you not connected? This thing is not connected. I think we might have cut one wire too many. Come on. Something's wrong. Let's see what it is. This wire's all connected. This is connected. Is this cut? No. Are you working? No. Oh, I know why. It's because I have no power turned on right now. You. Yeah, you turn on. Also, let me swap my battery in here. Thank you. Okay, so now this just burns some ice, oxygen ice. And then if I put in some volatiles, aka burnable stuff, we'll have oxygen to burn and burnable thingies to burn. Okay, open up the valve, ignite it. Boom! Now this should be on fire inside the pipes. Let's go inside and see how is the heating. Oh yeah, you're working. It's burning 1,000 degrees. It's heating up the room. Let's make sure it doesn't heat up the room to 1,000 degrees. So making 4 kilowatts of power. Good. So not only are we heating, but we're heating while making power. So this is an amazing heating solution for me on this cold planet. It's basically using the cold of the room to counteract the hot of the pipes and making power from the difference. So yeah, as the room heats up and the pressure goes down, and you know what? We can afford to have a much bigger burn in there. We can burn this quite a lot more. Oh, let's do that. Okay, let's make another burn happen. Put some volatiles. Put some oxygen. Okay, let's not risk exploding my pipes though. So let's not do another one for now. Let's make sure to ditch all the cold air. Oh yeah, it's working right now. Come on. It's cooling down quite fast. Even though it has a pretty high pressure. But at least it's charging up my stuff. Let's probably just blew something. We're down to 45 degrees. I'm gonna need more stuff in here. Yeah, I'm gonna need... let me try if I do a bigger burn. See if everything explodes or not. Let's say I put in 3 oxygen and 6 volatiles. It's gonna be a bit expensive, but it's the price we have to pay to have a positive power generation. Okay, it's heating up the ice. There we go. That's definitely gonna be a lot more of a burn, but I think my pipes can withstand it. Let's see. Is everything gonna explode? No, no, it's fine. We'll be fine. And you're making a lot of power. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. We just need to automate this somehow. That'll take a while before I can automate this. The most I can do right now is automate the when it turns on so that it keeps the room heated consistently. But the fuel input, that's going to be a bit harder to do. Okay, minus 14 degrees. We're going to need more than that. Also, as we heat up the room, the oxygen is expanding. So now, instead of being at 50 kPa like it is on Europa, it's now at 70 kPa somehow. Oh, my oxygen is kind of low. Give me a sec. There's my oxygen machine. Uh-oh. No! My insulated pipe is not so insulated. Shut up. The oxygen is so cold in there. It's
Airtight critical.
becoming liquid oxygen. Are you having condensation in here? Yes. It's too cold. That's gonna burst. Open up the valve. How cold is it? Oh, it's pretty cold. No, it's 20 good. It's 20 degrees. Whatever. Must have been the leftover oxygen. Whatever. Anyway, you made a solid fuel generator. Thank you. So now I can burn coal in case the wind doesn't blow. Okay, make sure it's like this. Is this all built? Oh, it's all built. Okay, I can put a little coal in there. Oh yeah. This is making 20 kilowatts. So twice what my heater is doing. What else do I need to do? Let me think. Next we need to have a proper airlock so I stop losing air whenever I exit my base. That's gonna be like that's gonna be a whole thing. Okay, we'll do the airlock, and then that'll be that for today. And then tomorrow we can try and grow some food, I think. We'll have heat, we'll have air, we have some carbon dioxide since I've been recycling my waste tank. Yeah. What do I need from this thingy here? I'm gonna need a console to control the airlock. Console. I'm gonna need an airlock, an advanced airlock board, circuit thingy. I'm gonna need... Do you make... No, I don't think you make two vents here, do you? So this is gonna be required. A lot of wires. Give me some heavy wires. Didn't we have heavy wires? Where did they all go? Whatever. Heavy cabling, because it's gonna come straight from the battery. Okay. What else? There's gonna be vents, an indoor vent, 2 doors, console, a light and a sensor. Do you make lights in here? Yeah, you do actually. And grow lights too. We're gonna need those later. That's not enough cables, but whatever. Make me a light. Maybe 2 lights actually. Yeah, 2 lights. Light. 2 lights. So we can have a light inside the airlock and a light inside the proper room. So I don't need my helmet on to see. Next, we need a sensor. We're gonna get 2 sensors. We're gonna need a lot of sensors, but let's for now go with 1 sensor. It's gonna be a gas sensor. Are you still condensing over here? No? Yes. Are you almost empty? Yes. Just empty out.
Hydration critical.
It'll be fine. Stop, don't make another sensor. Let's clear the pipe. Oh my god. It's full of liquids. That's what the problem is. This needs to be an insulated pipe. Later. In the future. Anyway, I think that's all we needed. Empty out the materials. We'll need copper and gold over here for piping. That's steel. Iron over there. Gold over there. And the rest. Silicon's gonna have to go inside a regular lathe. Because I'm gonna make some doors. And they'll need plastics. You turn off. Okay. This stuff is gonna stay here because nothing else uses it. Oops. Get it here, please. Thank you. Thank you. Turn off. So, now we need a vent. At least one, but I'd like two. Vent. One active vent, please. For the airlock. So we're gonna have one vent that vents out the cold air. And we have one vent that vents in the hot air. So we're not losing air whenever I open the door. It's also gonna suck in so let's say I'm coming up from the inside. And I close this door and open this door. This place is gonna be full of hot air, so I'm gonna be sucking it in and putting it back in the room. And then this is gonna be sucking in the cold air to pressurize the place. It's a step that we can skip if we want to. But it'll be fine for now. We'll need at least one, but preferably more passive vents. Okay, so we have two vents, a sensor, a light, console. I think we have everything we need. Vent. Oh, and then we need some doors. Duh. Okay, empty this out. Put this stuff in here for door purposes. How hot is the air inside, by the way? Because I think I forgot to turn off the heater. So it's been heating for a while now. Oh my god, the air is 78 degrees! Turn off! It's 80 degrees in here. Okay, well, it'll cool down with time. But it does mean I can't take off my helmet here. Yeah, it's cooling down. Slowly. But you know what? I can just balance it out by... Oops. I can just balance it out by having a bunch of cold air come in. Okay. It's a bit too hot. Slightly. Let's exchange some hair. Actually, you know what? I have a vent for this. No, actually, I don't. Yep, it's exchanging air. We're cooling. Manually. Manual cooling. Yeah, this is why we want to have the heat automated. So this doesn't happen. Imagine if we have some potatoes in here. They'd all be burning up by now. And or be dead. And then we'd be screwed. Our save file would be over. We'd have to reload the save. You know what I can do? I can use this vent here instead to pump in some cold air. Set outwards. And you're turned off. Okay, pause. It's still hot, but it's kind of low pressure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just... I guess I'm gonna have to have a whole new batch of air in here. Oh well. It's fine, we'll have to just reheat it. Which is just making me more power. Oh, look at that, the battery's almost full. What's that? It's not even using my wind turbines. Because I didn't hook them up to the system yet. Okay. The air is cold in here. U-turn back on. Yeah, so this system is still working even though I'm not connected to my wind turbines yet. Let me think. What do we need? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to connect them to the wind turbines soon-ish. But for now, I gotta get the air back to being hot, but not too hot. So this time I'm gonna take a close eye on it. Okay. Let's first empty out the old... Actually, no, we don't even need to empty out the old pipes. I'll make a double burn, so 4 volatiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 oxide. There we go, that's some material to burn. It should be on fire already, but just to be sure, I'm gonna make a spark. There we go. That should be hot in there. While we're managing all this stuff, let me make the doors right now. Use the angle grinder. Ugh. Okay, angle grind this. And then you need a hand drill. No, actually we actually need to have the door on hand before we do this. So never mind. In this case, let's make some doors. Kind of forgot that step. Yeah, make me doors. 2 doors, please. What would I need to complete the doors? I'm gonna make some composite doors. So once that's done, we need plastic sheets and glass sheets. 1 of each. So let's get this done. The heavy breathing is because we're slowly dying of thirst, if I understand correctly. Okay, next, glass sheets, plastic sheets. Glass. We need an extra one for the console. Thank you. Plastic. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's make this. So, first the indoor door. Next we need the hand drill. Doggy Y. Temperature is -29. Okay. Let's get it there. Composite door. Ah, the cabling is blocking the door positions. Amazing, amazing. Cable can only pass through composite doors in the corners, I think, if I remember right. So give me a second and I'm gonna cut this out. There we go. Then connect this. Yeah, we're gonna have to remake some cabling, but that's fine. Okay, now I should be able to put the door in. Yes. Then plastic sheets with the welder. And then glass sheets with a crowbar. Boom! 1 door. Okay. Let me micromanage the heat until we're at the right heat. So I can start eating and drinking without dying. It's currently 0 degrees. Let's aim for 10 degrees minimum. Our battery is full. That's nice. That's nice. You have full batteries. You charge up this battery. Oh, don't we have a light in there? Let's have a light. I guess it can be a roof light. But now I need to have a cable on the roof. Nah, put it on the ground, I guess. It'll be a ground light. Okay.
Hunger
Aha.
critical.
Lights. And it's currently 10 degrees. Keep eating for a bit. But yeah, that's good. That's good enough for me. Let's eat and drink. Water bottles. We're kind of running out of water bottles. We have plenty of cereals left. Obviously, we can make our own water, but it's gonna have to be in here and not out there, because if I make my own water out there, it's gonna freeze and explode the pipes. So that'll be a thing to do. Okay, you need to turn off. It's hot enough. And let's chill for a bit. So, once the airlock is done, we can get started on having some potatoes grow in here. It doesn't require much. We'll need some planters and a grow light at first. But once we have potatoes growing, then I'm going to take some time and automate some stuff using the power of programming. It's probably going to be... Let's see. First going to be the heating. We'll see if we can find a way to automate the fuel. But I'm not so sure about that one. We'll need to automate whenever the coal generator turns online, if we ever run out of energy. And maybe automate the potatoes grow light, so that whenever it's daytime, it turns on, and whenever it's nighttime, it turns off. Because we're so far away from the sun, it doesn't give enough energy to the plants to grow. So we need a UV light. Anyway, we're currently staying out of our suit because our character is stinky. And it makes them unhappy, and when they're unhappy, they breathe more air and eat more food. So we're just chilling for now. Ooh, and eventually we'll also have to move all our machines indoor, so I can use the machine's heat to save on this heat. And when we have a sustainable, almost self-running life nugget, which is what this room is just a place to not die, we can start working on an actual base, a real base, with more stuff. So we can have a proper air filtration system. We can have a proper, I don't know, water production chamber from burning hydrogen, which we can then feed the waste of to this heat room. We can have a proper grow chamber full of plants that we can genetically manipulate to hopefully survive the cold of Europa. If the plants could survive minus 150 degrees, they could just grow outside, because there's plenty of... Oh, wait, actually, no. There's no carbon dioxide. Maybe I can make my plants eat oxygen, but that would be bad for me, because I also need oxygen. Also, we can, start cooking, can start doing plenty of stuff once we have our life nugget done. Anyway, our character is no longer stinky. Let's get back to work. Oh, waste tank caution. Sure. Give me a second. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Put the waste tank in there. How's the pressure in here? Still is pretty high. We'll have to release this eventually because it's carbon dioxide. Well, that's a bunch of stuff. It's oxygen, it's carbon dioxide, it's nitrogen, all at room temperature. Yeah, we need a pump here to actually empty out this gas storage later. Actually, soon. It's gonna have to happen soon. Okay, well, for now, let's focus on the airlock. So let me put some stuff in here. The APC is outside. We want the console. like this. A light. A sensor. A gas sensor. We want a passive vent on this side. We want an active vent on this side. We're gonna need a pipe. I forgot to build a pipe. You put this stuff in there. Put that stuff in there. There we go. Let's make sure we have all the wiring done correctly. Which means which means I'm gonna need to do some rewiring. Okay. So first I need this cable here to connect over there. Where's my heavy cabling? I don't see it. There it is. You know what? Let's run it through the roof. Yeah, that can work. Need some wire cutters. Yeah, that'll work.
Power low.
Okay. Run through the roof. We'll need more heavy cables, but that's whatever. Okay. Next, I'm gonna need this here indoor thingy. Okay, I'm gonna need to do an in airlock wire and then a wire that runs outside. So how about something like, give me a second, you can turn on. How about like a wire that just runs out? Just a wire that leaves. There. So that's gonna be the outdoor wire. This needs to connect on its own. Yeah, it's fine. This can cut. Yep, this can cut. Okay, it's fine. Okay, good. So all this stuff is running on its own. And then this here can be its own thing. So I'm gonna move this to the other side. Like this. It's probably gonna be the APC plus transformer on this side. Yep, like this. So somewhere, somehow. Since the heavy cable is coming from that way. Now it's time to connect all this stuff. I put the light backwards. There we go. That's better. Let's connect this. Okay, so now it's all running on its own network, so we don't have to worry about the outside and the inside blocking me from my own base. Boop. Okay. Oh, also the doors need to be connected. Give me a sec. We can run on this cable, sure. So we'll need this. Plus the same thing on the other side. This. Okay, that should do the trick. Also, let's install the outside door. Do we have 3 doors? Oh, that's because my these manual hatch count as regular doors for the purpose of being a kit, a door kit. Okay, well, whatever. Boop. This needs to be taken out. Up. And then swap the batteries again. Okay. Where's that door kit? Oh, it's in my hands. Next, a composite door. That runs like this. Yep. Okay, now we just need a cable that runs in here and an APC that works. Which is a lot to ask for, actually. Cabling time. Okay, you ditch the gold and copper, so I can make some more cables. That's not gold. It's silicone. Okay. We should have enough. Okay, turn on. We need some heavy cables. Thank you. Also need some regular cables that run outside. Right here. Okay. This thing here is gonna not be working here. Move it inside. If the heavy cable comes from this direction, it's gonna be like a transformer here. APC here. Yes. That should work. Okay. So we just need some heavy cables now. That should help. Also, these guys need to connect to this. These wind turbines need to connect to my battery eventually, because right now their power is going nowhere. So that's going to be even more heavy cables. Because I can't have light cables and heavy cables mixed, otherwise they're going to blow each other up. As the heavy cables have a higher capacity than the light cables, so yeah. Can I have like a fuse, maybe? Or a breaker? Or a transformer. Actually, I think the transformer could work. Nah. I can have all this on a light cable that runs here to a transformer, which then goes here, so it's only one way. That can work, actually. That'll be cheaper, I think. Though eventually we will need to have heavy cabling all the way up on the wind turbines, because we can upgrade our wind turbines to make even more power. Can I make an extra transformer? For now. That'll be an easy solution. Just need a bit of iron. Okay. For now, it's gonna be the transformer. It's gonna be a temporary, easy solution for now. But later on, we can have actual heavy cabling. Transformer. Okay. It's only here to separate the two networks. So you go with heavy cabling over here to the input of the battery. Okay. Thank you. And then we need some light cabling up here. That's not gonna be enough, but actually maybe it'll be enough. Just maybe. The wind turbine blocks it. Dang you, wind turbine. In this case, I can have something like... This is pointless over here. Okay, you guys connect from this point. So these cables are pointless. I can just have something like this. Okay, that's some extra cables. Which I can then use to connect to here. That's the wind turbine's energy. Give me that. Turn the corner. Boom, we made it. Okay, so now we can transfer the wind turbine's energy to the battery. Output whatever we have. The maximum, whatever. So 5,000 watts, the maximum a light cable can handle. So if anything, if there's any more than that to transfer, then whatever. Okay, so that's good. Next, what do we need? Just some heavy cabling indoors. You know what? We can have the airlock work for a second. Actually, we need some pipes before that. Which means we need some iron. Which means I gotta transfer this. Oh boy. Put all this stuff back. We just need some pipes. I can have the airlock work so I don't lose any air. Though we can afford to lose some air, but I would like to have it work. Okay. Give me a pipe. It's gonna take a while to work properly, but it'll be working. The next step will be to have a proper fast system. Need one extra pipe. There we go. I can't reach. Okay, well, that's fine. You get it there. We can have like some of these vents all over the room, or we can have like a little sideways gas tank that makes the process of re-airing faster. Okay, you turn the corner. Yep. Where's the transformer that I have? Am I out of transformers? No, there's one. We'll have one around here somewhere. That can work. Just taking energy directly from the battery. Let's transfer it over to the APC. Boom! And now it is powered up on an indoor self-sustaining power network. So it's not directly affected by the outside. There we go. Oh, I'm missing one component, a little data disk, so I can configure this console correctly. Give me a sec. You need to turn on. Okay. Well, what do I need for data disk? Ah, we have what it takes. Some gold and copper. Give me, please. Thank you. Okay. Close this. Okay, time to configure this. Ideally, we would have a labeler to label these doors so I can easily set them, but we can do without it. So, external pressure is, what is it? It's about 47 kPa. That's 57. 47 kPa. So it'll be repressurizing my room to this point. Internal is 101. Let's find the doors. Is this the correct door? Yes, you can see because it is now locked out of my controls. There's the interior doors. Next, the vent. Is this one the outside vent? No, don't turn on. Okay, so this is the wrong vent. Okay, the other one. This is the exterior vent. Yep. That's the interior vent. That's the wall light. That's the gas sensor. It's done. It can work now. Okay, for some reason it didn't work for the first time, but whatever. Now we're cold. What's the gas in here? It's still hot. I can still heat up the room. It's 100 degrees. Come on. Yeah, it's heating up. Let's see if it works properly. Oh, I see what the issue is. We only have 66 kPa in here. This sucks out the hot, quote-unquote, hot air. And then this fills the room with outside air. Takes a while. I'm just gonna skip that step. Let me redo this internal pressure to 50 kPa. Because that's pretty much what we have. Okay, so this is the bare minimum. Having these vents have internal gas tanks could help with the speed, because they can use internal gases to heat, to fill and take away. But that'll come later. What I need is my heater to heat again. So let's do a small burn. I'm gonna need more volatile gases. Pretty sure 100 degrees is not enough for this to catch on fire, so I'm just gonna ignite it. Up. Airlock time. It's fast enough to depressurize, but not to repressurize. As you can see. I mean, it's happening, it's not very fast. Yep. Yep. There it is. Okay, 12 degrees, 16 degrees. Same for 20 degrees. 18. 19. 20. Turn off. Okay, so we have now a bigger, more power, power-wise it's much better. Like, actually, it's a lot better, this power setup. With the coal generator for whenever the wind picks down. My heater that produces a lot of power. We have a proper airlock. So I think we're ready to start growing some potatoes in here. As soon as I make sure that the... Do I do automation before or after the potatoes? I think we'll have to do after. I mean, we're not exactly pressed for... Actually, the thing we really need is to have some water production in here, so I can move an ice crusher indoors to make my own water. That's the thing I can do. That's not going to be hard. So yeah. How much water do we have left? 2 water bottles. That's it? I'll have another bag. Okay, we have 3 water bottles left. But I can refill those, so it's not going to be hard. We have some water ice too. We just need to, move the equipment. So that's not going to be hard. We can have some water. Food is a bit harder. We need some potatoes. We need some planters or grow light. I can water those by bottle. And we have to make sure they don't die. And we have to replant them. And then we're going to need a microwave to cook up the potatoes. And a fridge, eventually. Actually, I'm not sure if we need a fridge. Maybe I can just put the potatoes outside and they'll just not decay in the cold oxygen. We'll see. Anyway, that'll be the next step. Tomorrow, food. And then the day after, automation. So, that's it for today. See you guys next time. Bye 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 bye.